there, guys. So here we are, day 4 of the 75 book challenge, and we are on the road again. Go figure. So for those of you who are wondering why my channel was called Wandering Max Book Nook, probably because I seem to always be on the road. But let's go ahead and get started with what's going on today. First revelation. While I was doing some editing on yesterday's video, I realized that Lore Olympus Volume 9 has already came out. It came out October 7th of this year, and even in paperback, which is what I have all of the copies in. So this is going to be really hard. So for those of my family members who are always worried about what to get, you know, me for Christmas, you can buy it on Amazon. Just saying. Anyway, so yeah, Lore Olympus Book 9 already out. I'm not going to buy it. Hopefully I will be able to have someone in my wonderful family be willing to buy that for me. If not, then I guess I will just have to wait until the end of February. Now, book 10 is actually supposed to be out in June, so I'm safe there, okay? So don't have to worry about much about that one. I'm okay with that. All right, but yeah, book 9, available now, just saying. All right, so where are we headed today? We are on our way into Sanford. I have to stop at the UPS store there and drop off some equipment that needs to be shipped back to my employers. So that's where we're headed while we are on our lovely little drive. It's going to be about 20 minutes on the way there and 20 minutes on the way back. So I'm going to go ahead and pop in an audiobook. I'm going to go ahead and see how much further I can get into Her Last Christmas. And yeah, we're just going to enjoy the ride. Computers are shipped. I'm about 25 more minutes into the Her Last Christmas book, and since we're in town, I figured I would stop at my absolutely favorite taco truck and grab myself some lunch for the ride home. Alright guys, so we are here and our lovely server Jonathan is with us, okay? And I can't wait to show you guys this food. You're gonna love it, and I can't believe I'm actually going to get to eat another lunch this week. Unbelievable. Thank you, Jonathan. Have a good one. Alright guys, let's head back on the road and get home. Of course I don't have time to eat here, but I can set it up on my desk and get some reading and eating done when I get home. And here we are, guys, back home with our lunch. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah, definitely can't wait to get into this. However, I have just found out that I am going to be giving a certification now that I'm back home. So I guess I will be certifying and eating at the same time, and my reading will have to come later. All right, guys, so it is actually day 5 now, and so things got really crazy yesterday, and after I was done with the meetings I had to go to and the things that I had to do during lunch, then I just decided that, you know, I was just going to finish the day of work, which I did. And then I realized that, oh my goodness, I only had like 2 days before I had to go down to the beach to be with my husband's family for his holiday celebration. And I was missing some presents, so we ended up going out and getting a few things, and then I spent the rest of the evening wrapping presents, which I had originally filmed, and then I was like, oh wait, because if I post it and then they see the video, they'll know what they're getting, so probably not a good idea. But I did end up finishing the Last Christmas Audible book that I was reading, and So, a couple thoughts really quick. First, love Haley Atwell. Okay, her narration style is just amazing. Her voice, beautiful. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with her. Like when, originally in the first Captain America movie that came out, but, watched Agent Carter when that came out. Loved that. She's just a phenomenal actor, and her voice is just love it. Anyways, so great narration on her part. Secondly, I really hope there's a part two. So the author just came out with the Audible. It's just an Audible short, Audible original right now. Really hoping she comes out with a part two, because I would love to see how this story continues as far as like what happens after. It kind of ended with a little, oh, she really went that way type thing. And yeah, I would love to kind of see maybe some revenge. Let's leave it at that, because I don't want to spoil too much about the story in case y'all are thinking about it. Good read, well, listen in my case overall, and I would have to say probably about, I don't know, probably about a 4.25 or so if you're doing a 1 through 5 rating. One that was definitely good. I had some problems with it, but at the same point, it was good. It kept my attention. Will I go back and listen to it again? Probably not, which is why it's not a 5-star read. But yeah, it was definitely worth the time and effort that I had put into it to begin with. So definitely a good story. Had some good kinks in it. Had some good survival moments in it. So if anybody's interested in that type of thing, it is on Audible now. If you have an Audible subscription, it's free, and it's only about, I don't know, 4 hours, I think, total. But yeah, so I finished that one today, and finished that one yesterday. There we go. Finished that one yesterday. Okay, so for today, all right, we have a couple more things that we're going to get done today work-wise, and then we are going to talk about all of the lovely things that are coming up. Okay, guys, so it is Friday. It is the last day of live classes for my school. We will be testing all of next week, and I have been giving certifications all morning. So I am the CTE coordinator at my school, so I help get all those CTE tests done and the certifications done for the students and things like that. And it's just been a busy, hectic few weeks. I have a lot of projects that I still have to get done tonight. 2 of them that are going with me tomorrow when we leave. And so lots of audiobook time, but also lots of audiobook time coming up. Just as a where are we going? We're heading down to the beach tomorrow. Spending the night there to see some family members, and then Sunday I will be taking my daughter back to ECU so she can do her finals this week. I'll be dropping her off and heading up to Elizabeth City so that I can do live testing for the state CTE tests and EOC tests for the high schoolers. I'll be there for a couple days, then drive back, go get my daughter from ECU again for her winter break, and then come home. So I will be traveling from tomorrow, which is Saturday, through Wednesday. Couple nights in different hotels, so that's going to give me some reading time. I'm also going to get some audiobook time, a lot of audiobook time in the car. I drive about 4 hours to my testing site, so a lot of driving time and Audible time. Definitely going to hit my hours. Okay, so the one thing that I am really going to focus on this trip, though, is to make sure that I take my paperback that I am reading now, and or starting to read, and make sure that I make time for reading the physical book instead of just listening to audiobooks the entire trip. The next book from my TBR is Compass and Blade. This is by Rachel Greenlaw, and it's something that has to do with like, I don't even know, like how to explain it. They live on a remote island. There's lots of like water, and they're, you know, it's all about the waves and the sea, and it's a fantasy story. Looks like it may have some wreckage, maybe some myths in it, that type of thing. I kind of like am drawn to all of these type of like fantasy water type books, and my daughter actually found this one for me and recommended it to me, and it's probably one of the newer books on my TBR, not exactly one of the older ones that I should be reading. But you know, it's new and shiny. So let's start with the new one. One of the other things that drew me to it and me decided to purchase this in the first place is I'm a huge fan of the Fable series by Adrienne Young. Again, also pirate ships and merchant ships and, you know, lots of water, those type of things. And the whole series is just phenomenal. If you haven't had a chance to check out the Fable series yet and you're into like that kind of fantasy but like water type experience, then definitely that whole series, Fable, is just phenomenal. But on the cover of this particular book, Compass and Blade, there's actually a recommendation from Adrienne Young. So if she liked it, I'm thinking, okay, kind of in the same realm, I'm probably going to like it too. And it says, a feast for fantasy lovers and dreamers alike. Okay, so very excited. Going to get started on this one. This is going to be the physical book that I take with me on my trip tomorrow as well. And yeah, so excited to see how far I get. Gonna go ahead and start with my 45-minute session for physical reading today though, because not sure how much physical reading I'm gonna get done in the next few days with all of the Audible reading that I'm gonna have to do while I'm driving. So yeah, excited to get started on this. This was the one that's going to go with me on my trip and into the hotel room, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll keep you updated. Bye now.